Let me double check. Okay, it was recording. Sorry, guys. I was making sure we was recording. Hello and welcome to Maggie's Gaming Channel. This is Magzie, and I'm here with Worgs.
Hello.
We are doing a playthrough of Final Fantasy 14. It's an online MMO. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this now. I have been planning this for a week, and Worgs has been trying to get me to play this game. I don't know. When's the first time you told us to play this game with you? 2 years
A
ago?
while ago. Yeah, it's
I
been a
think it's
minute.
before he was an adult. we did
No,
we did download it.
no.
Go ahead.
It was after I got my PlayStation 5, I think.
We did download it and we started to play it and we did 2 sessions, I believe, in it, and then it automatically switched me and Mama's account to subscribe only accounts for some reason. We didn't subscribe. I don't know what happened. Just I couldn't play anymore because I didn't have a subscription and I was on a free trial. And I know that's not how it works, so who knows? But my wife is really in she really likes WoW, so she's into it. So we usually play WoW, and I haven't really gotten into a game good enough to like do some recordings on. The only other one I would think about doing for the channel besides Star Trek, which I've already done, I don't think I've done I don't think I've done a series on this channel for Star Trek. So there's something I could probably look into. But we're going to get into the game today. We're going to start. I've already got a character started. I wanted to go in with the kind of like showing off some of the character creation elements. Worgs can tell you some of the details he likes to use on his character creation. And then we're going to jump into Magnus. So Magzie fun time. Magzie is in the game. I already made her. I usually play small characters when I'm playing Magzie, and she's also a Thaumaturge going Black Mage. We're going to start out with that class with her, and I plan on with her taking Black Mage and or Thaumaturge. I don't know, how does it work? Does it go to 70 on Thaumaturge, or just transforms the class after you get to 30?
So, your class changes to your job. There's that yawn you were talking about.
What yawn?
It's finally catching up with me. Anyway, your class is Thaumaturge, however you want to say it. When you hit 30, it'll become your job, and that'll transition to Black Mage, and then it'll stay Black Mage after that.
So it's Thaumaturge when you hit 30. Thaumaturge changes to Black Mage, and you're at level 30, and you don't switch over to Black Mage level 1.
No. Your Black Mage will start at level 30.
Okay, just
And I do believe now, I don't know how long it's been in the game. I don't remember if it was in the game when I first started playing, but they carry over your hotbar setup now.
I hope so. So one thing I know they don't switch over, which I wish I could figure out a way to do that, is there's a setting for targeting that keeps flipping off for me for some reason, and that's annoying as crap.
I actually gotta find that because I forgot how to do it.
I'll show you. I'll show them. I'll show you guys too, because you will need to do this because it will be annoying otherwise. Because I love to use tab targeting in this game. If you don't switch that setting, it's like you're gambling. Like you went to Las Vegas and decided to, which one is the worst gambling place to go to lose money at. So anyway, before we start into Magzie, I have 3 characters here. Magzie was specifically made for me and Works to do recordings on. I am going to play this some solo. He's going to play his some solo, and he's got another tune that's really high level. He might switch to that one later on once we get through some of it.
So the only
What's the plan
problem
on yours?
is the only problem is my main character is on a different server because when I started playing this, that server was like a new player server, and you got an XP bonus for having a character on that server. However, now that server is too full, so they've shut down character creation on that server. So in order to play with any of y'all's characters, I have to visit your world server, and doing that basically locks me out of my free company, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, so you're going to be playing this one full through the series.
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to get where we're at. Okay, so let's go into new character, and we'll show you guys character creation. I don't need to load appearances. You can save a certain appearance status for certain races, if I'm not mistaken. And when you load up character creation, it'll start on that. Now, this game does limit your characters on data centers. I believe it's 8.
Yes.
And then it's also a maximum of 8 per... I think I've got that backwards. It's 8 per realm, 8 per data center, or something like that. And if you get if you upgrade to a full account, there's one of them that'll give you like 40 for the entire account or some shit like that. I don't know how that works, but I will leave a link to the actual page on their page that tells you what the benefits are for each individual things. If you guys like this game and you plan on doing something in there, I would suggest going free trial first, trying it out. You can play as much as you want through free trial, up to level 70, I believe, in most things, and I believe there is 16 classes that are unlocked for the free trial. There's 22 total that you have to 22 in total, and the rest of that's not the 16 you have to get a subscription for, and you have to buy the campaign it's in. I believe it's how it works.
So you get 8 to start with. Like there's 8 starter classes. And then I do believe there's 2 more that you can access once you hit level 10 and get the ability to switch your class, which I honestly might do with this character.
Yeah.
But this game goes all the way up to Stormblood now, and if you buy the current expansion, you also get all of the other expansions that came before it.
Okay. And
which honestly makes that $40, $50 price tag seem a lot better.
Sometimes I would look out, guys, if you are planning on getting this game and you can't quite afford to get it all at one time like that. Sometimes they do run 50%, 40% off specials. I've seen those pop up certain places, so you can look for some deals like that. We're going to go over each individual race. There is male and female versions. There's 2 races at the bottom I don't have access to, but you can still look at them. You just can't go into the character creation for them. We're not going to go into the character creation of every single race on here. I just want to show you each individual one and the female and male versions of them. We'll go into one of the actual races and show you like the different types of how character creation basically works in Final Fantasy XIV. I just want you to get an overview. I'm not going to go through every selection because it's not like WoW, but it's very detailed. I've had worse detailed ones where you could spend like 2-3 hours creating your character. But let's go into this. You'll have to help me with the names there, Worgs, because I'm dyslexic. So is it Hyra? We're going from top to bottom.
Let me go to the character creation screen, because if I'm looking at them, it's okay. If I'm not looking at them, it's basically...
He's going to look at the names and tell me the pronunciation if he can. We're both horrible at pronunciations. I'll go ahead and show you the male and female. So that's the male. This is like the default human. There's another one that's like a default human too. I believe they have 2 different humans. And also be mindful, guys, that once you choose your race, there is there's usually 2. I don't know if there's more depending on which race you are, but usually there's 2 sub races that you can choose from. And it'll detail over here their little story for them. So when you choose a race, which we'll choose one and I'll go into here and I'll show you the character selection and that kind of stuff. But most of the races have 2 sub races that you can choose from. So and I think they're slightly different looks. But that's the male and that's the female. And Worgs, you can tell me when you actually get to character creation.
Oh yeah, I'm here. It doesn't take
Okay.
long.
So
I do believe that's higher.
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 You guys can tell us if we're
That's
saying this wrong.
that's
We
how I
won't
would
mind. We're horrible at it, so you have to excuse us.
that's how I would pronounce it.
The next one is Ezin?
Ellison.
Ellison. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm thinking equals, right? Or 11. Maybe it's 11 and then it's 11. That kind of sounds right. Anyway, so 11, there's the male and then the female. And don't worry, guys, there's different skin colors as far as I know. There's different sense. You change the skin color, that kind of stuff. There's very detailed.
Yeah, my main character is a dark elf version of this.
Um,
And
Layla
I
Fall?
will
Lalafell. I think it's Lalafell. Lalafell. That doesn't make any sense. When I say it doesn't make any sense, guys, my mind, I'm dyslexic, but my mind keeps my old English, like grade A English in my head. So I look at something and I try to read it, and nowadays they don't go by proper pronunciations when it comes to MMOs and shit. So I try to use the rules that I was taught when I was little, and it doesn't help me none.
I will be referring to these races as what I associate them with from WoW.
Or Dungeons and Dragons.
That would also work because right now I'm seeing human, elf, gnome.
Well, see, these don't really look like a gnome for me. I wouldn't associate with these with a gnome.
Well, for me, my option is gnome or dwarf, and I don't think they're quite.
It kind of reminds me of halflings, honestly, but their feet aren't big enough. I don't know. That's just me. Anyway, then there's male and female. So there's the male, and then there's the female. We have. I am not going to try this one.
Oh yeah, no.
So and there's male, female. These are Rogaden. I don't know that I'm saying that right. And then there's the male and the female of them. I have one of these. Also. Funny story. I made one of these to run with Worgs with, and I made him kind of like a dark version of the Slenderman. It's pretty creepy. Oh, that's fun. And then of the ones you can do, there's 6. So this is the final one you can actually be on a free trial, and that is Aura. Aura? Yeah, that kind of sounds right. Aura. Kind of like Aura. And then there's the male and the female ones of those. Now there's 2 ones that are down at the bottom here. And you will have to excuse me, guys. These do kind of look like anime porn kind of characters. So anyway, but Hrothgar, I'm assuming the H is silent.
I would say the H is silent.
Yeah, so Hrothgar, and that's the male and the female. And then Vera, I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways, but Vera is the one that stuck in my brain.
Yeah, I'd agree with Vera.
And then that's the female. So you were warned ahead of time. We're just gonna pick the basic human here to go into, and it doesn't matter. We'll do male, and you can also do different selections here. This right here, environment here, changes the actual background, so you can switch it if you don't like the generalized one you start out with, which is this one. You can switch it to one of the other ones. You can look at the jobs and the small clothes. You can switch those to where if there's nothing on, if you want it. If you're doing like a specific like tattoos on the body or something like that, you might want to take their clothes off so you can actually see where the tattoos are.
If you're a heathen.
Yeah. So now this is what I'm talking about. Once you select an actual race, it'll come to here and it'll give you two selections. For this particular race, there's a Midlander and then there's Highlander, and you just pick whichever one you like. There is slight stats differences in these guys, but you just trust
Is
me,
there?
you get so many. Yeah, there is. Midlander gets
Oh,
22 strength and 19 dexterity. You can look at it, but there's just barely stats. You get so many stats in the game, like you get like hundreds and hundreds of stats in the game. So like an extra point here or there is not going to be much. It's like even for mini maxing, there's no real difference in them. I don't even know why they did that, but that's just the way it is. So you pick one of these. We're just gonna go with Midlander right now, and then here's the selection, and you can see there is a wide range of stuff that you can go to. You can make yourself taller and shorter to a certain extent. There is a minimum and a maximum for there. Um, it does show you what your previous selection is, so you can go back to that. Muscle tone. So yeah. Face. Which is kind of weird for a game that's so detailed with the character creation. It doesn't have that many options when it comes to face, hair, and kind of thing. Especially facial hair. I think that's one of the main complaints I've seen on videos during character creation stuff. Is the lack of facial hair um, selections. As you can see, the hair color is a variety of colors, and also the skin color. It's your base skin colors. I haven't seen too many that had like a shades of green or blue or kind of like that. There's some of them that have like pale, darker, human colors. This isn't one of them. I might go back out and show you one that does have that one. I think the Slenderman one has like a couple of blue shades and green shades in it. But this is the kind of the character creation. You get face paint here. Yeah, if you choose something like face paint, you've selected that. Make sure you scroll down. There is more selections down. So there you go. So you know that. I'm gonna go ahead and go back, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's fine. We put character creation. I'm gonna hit new character again, and then we're going to go over here. The time period for this is about 20-minute episodes. I've got a timer here set for 20 minutes. That's going to be 20 minutes in game. I'm not going to count what we're doing now as part of the actual timer for in the game. So, and that will be, there's a caveat to that. There's lots of cinemas and stuff, and I want to make sure I keep those into the actual series for you guys so you guys can see them. I'm going to try not to skip those if I can help it.
oh, good God!
And
I have to go back to walking.
yeah. So this is the one. So we're gonna click this one, and I'm gonna do female on this one. So, and then we'll hit select. And again, wild, and we're gonna go to dusk white this time. And now, if we go to skin color, you can see there are blues and shades of like greenish shades. So there is a couple of races. If you're looking for somebody that doesn't have like the regular human shades, you might want to click on them and then go down to skin colors and look at the skin colors. And if you're looking for like a theme character, which is popular in this game also, make sure you go through the skin colors and get one that's a skin color that you like. We're going to go back to Magzie, and I'm going to go ahead and log into the game. Are you logging back into your character?
Yeah, I was just waiting on you.
Okay. So I'm going to click this. I'm not going to pause the video because there's usually a cinematic, so I want you guys to see that. Yep, there's a queue time.
Gotta love it.
I would wait, but the queue time is kind of just random. Like you could say 15 and it'll take you like 2 seconds to log in, and sometimes it'll say like 5 and then you'll be in the queue for like 30 minutes. The most I've had to wait is maybe 5 minutes. But if it's taking too long, I'll go ahead and pause it, and hopefully I can get it unpaused by the time the cinema pops up.
What was your number?
15.
Oh, you should be getting it soon because mine was 14 and I just logged in.
Yeah, it's loading now.
Hi, buddy. I'm in the middle of something.
Now, if you have a subscription, you get priority login. If you don't have a subscription, you have to deal with this thing. And if it's a popular server, a highly populated server, I guess you have a wait time no matter what.
Usually, if you get on at times where, like, America's past.
Okay, so it
That's
did
out.
not give me the cinema. I am sorry, guys. I'm guessing it's auto skip is on, if I had to guess. This opens up the play guide. I will try to leave a link in the description down below for this also, but you can always, it always pops up every time you log in, so I'm just going to disable that. And so let's look at a couple things first. Would that be under system? I did disable music, guys. I am sorry. Everybody loves the music in Final Fantasy, but I can't risk it. So, I will. I do have all the music disabled.
Yeah, I don't know what this man's talking about. I've never liked the music in this game. It kind of just sounds annoying for the most part. There are some dungeons that like have beautiful music throughout them, but every time I get on a Chocobo and hear that little song that plays, I want to kill myself. So we turned that off.
There's a special setting. I don't know if you knew about this. There's a special setting that plays a different music when you're on your mount. Did you not know that?
No.
There's depth of field. I don't know where that's at, guys. I will look it up, and so I can turn it off because I want you guys to see the cutscenes. So, but there's a cutscene before you actually get into the game. Isn't there a place to see those somewhere?
The extras maybe.
There's screenshots. Where's extras at? Is that under character? Hold on, man. That's it. Anyway, the one thing that I have to come in here and do every time is there's people that say to switch the camera, the base camera movement to legacy, and it's something about when you press back, you run backwards instead of moving back with your camera, with your back towards the camera. Do you know? Okay, cutscene skipping is here, but it's not selected, so I don't know why it didn't play the cutscene. I might have already did the cutscene on this guy. That's it. I've already seen it on this guy. So this isn't a freshly made character. Anyway, go to target, and then under target, it takes it off, but you hit auto target according priority, and then you switch line of sight to closest range. And I don't know why it keeps taking that off. It should save that. Then you hit apply. And what that does is when you tab target, it'll tab target to the closest one to you instead of doing line of sight or whatever the other thing is. I don't know if we need to take auto targeting off for that to work, but we'll see. We'll see in the game. That's the only setting that I pretty much changed besides making it standard. I know people don't like it to be in standard. I play with it in standard, so sorry guys. But that's the way I like it. So, and we're able to move around. So, Works, are you here?
I am on. I need to send you an invite because I don't think we got to do that.
Yeah, if you're on a trial, you can't invite people to parties. There's certain limitations that you have to follow when you're on a trial.
There you are. And why are you level 1?
I haven't done anything on this character. Period. Logged in and then I logged back out because I wanted to play it with you and I wanted to make sure I got the full experience with the guy with the peeps here. Real quickly. I'm going to pause the video for a second, guys, and I'll bring you guys back. Sorry, guys. I was trying to fix the targeting thing. Whatever the heck that was. So, we're back in the game. I have to have access to the inn in order to show cutscenes, so we'll have to look at that a little bit later. I don't know whether that'll be in this video. We'll probably try to do it in the first part of the next video or sometime in the future. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's not that important. Anyway, I have a person here, and we need to talk to him. And you said your guy is already what level?
Level 2. I've already been to my guild to get the quest
Okay.
and everything.
So, we got to fix that. How do we disable these stupid help thing? Active help? No. System? Give me another second, guys. Okay, guys, it's under UI settings. If I find it annoying, and you can disable it. It's right here. We're gonna take that off. There we go. Hopefully that helps out. So, I've seen most of them up to this point, and in the future I will be playing this on other characters anyway, so I'll watch it on them. I just know I need it to be more flowing, you guys. So, we're going to talk to guy here, and the help thing still came up. So, to be recognized as an adventurer in the city of Alden, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. So we're going to go do that. It's going to be a cinema. Now, I am going to click through these slowly. I am not reading these, as you guys well know if you watched the channel for a while. I am dyslexic, and I would read slow as crap. So if you want to read these, I will click through them slow enough for you guys to pause and read them. I am not going to be reading them on camera. So we got this. So we understand each other. I will have to say this again, I promise you. So. Basically, he's telling you you need to go join the guild. Oh, you have begun your first quest. Yes, use the duty list to complete the task. So it doesn't pop them up, but it still pops up. Let's see if we can't fix that also. We know now it's in UI layout, so system configuration. This is the wrong one. Hold on. Exactly? Yes. I think this is the one I need to disable. Let's try that one. Hopefully that done it for you guys. You don't have to deal with that again. So, it's up here. We're going to go up the steps. And I'm also going to start the timer. Come on. There we go. And we're looking for Modi. The name of this place is Quicksand, I think?
The quicksand, yeah.
The Quicksand, my bad.
I don't actually know if that V is, like, part of the name, or...
Just what everybody says when they're referring to it.
Yeah.
So she kind of gives you like a gist of the Adventurers Guild, and then asks you if you want to join the establishment. She's kind of nice. There's another guy you're going to have to go talk to, and he's kind of a dick, to be honest with you. The
Which one?
merchant, the one over in the merchant district, you have to go talk to.
Talking about in Limsa Lumensa,
Is that the one?
the one were our characters with Catherine are on.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I think the elf one is worse.
Basically, she's giving you a gist of the story, but thus far, there was heroes that stopped the basic planet from being destroyed, and ever since that happened, everybody's memory's been wiped of that event, so they can't really remember anything about the heroes there. So they just called them the heroes alive. I know the story up to a certain point. After that, guys, you'll just have to read the actual description here, or James can give you a gist of it. I'm sorry, Worgs can give you a gist of it. He's played through the storylines.
On this specific in the Realm Reborn, yeah, I've played all the way through that.
There's a lot of them.
I haven't even made it to Heavensward yet.
Have you not?
Nope. After I finished A Realm Reborn, I was like, okay, let me level all these classes up, and then I will move on to the next expansion. And that's what I did.
You don't play this MMO like you would other MMOs. Basically, you want to come in here and enjoy the storyline, and then like not try to speed through it like you normally would a normal MMO. So, because the storylines are pretty good. It's just I don't like reading, so if they want me to do this, they need to put a voice acting in. So, and I have played MMOs that have voice acted. It doesn't cost that much. This guy's kind of a dick. The debt collector.
Yeah, yeah.
We end up having to fight him, I believe.
I just stopped messing with this cat.
My son has 2 cats.
Yep.
Complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Alden. Listen well to the wisdom of Momodi. Is her name really Momodi Modi? Then go forth and discover incredible adventures that await you. Will do. So as you can see there, it's adding them to the active help entry. You can go and look those up anytime under active help. It is under the settings here, and there should be an active help right here. You can go look those up. We don't need to do that. So, Momodi, do what?
Trying to figure out if you exist yet.
I don't know. It's probably going to make me go to the guild, and then I'll probably exist after that. Yes. This is the first time I have ever been to this specific guild. I didn't want to spoil myself. The Thaumaturge.
Oh. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Thaumaturge class.
Am I? Navigation. Thank you. It's doing loading screen, so I'm assuming I will exist here in a second. Sanctuaries. Okay, so this one is something you guys do need to know. So when it pops back up, I'll explain that one to you guys.
You exist. I
Yes.
just can't see. Oh, nope, there you are.
Yep. There we are. Now we're actually in the game now. There's a couple things we do need to do. I wonder if we can move this stupid bar. It's kind of in the way here. So if you need to adjust any... Let's go over... First things first. My layout's a little weird. So I don't know what this is. But they gave me the controller layout. So let's fix this. Would that be under character or system?
If you go to HUD settings, you should be able to hide the cross hotbar.
Okay, it's showing me that I have a controller.
Did you accidentally swap it to the controller setting?
No, it just does that sometimes. Mouse mode. There we go. It's still showing me the controller. It's under HUD or something?
So you should be able to go under.
I
character.
see what's wrong. Okay. Give us a second, guys. There we go. That's what we need to see. That's it. Okay, so you can adjust everything in the game. So what you need to do that is go to HUD layout, and then when you select something, you press Control and then Home. And when you do that, you can make stuff bigger, and then you can also click on it and move it around. And that's what I like to do. So I do that and then this. And I make those bigger, and then I move those two around so we can actually see where we're going. And I want you guys to see where we are going. So I'm going to make that bigger there. For one. There we go. And the rest of this I'm not too worried about. I'll fix this off camera. We're going to save that. The other one I like to change is this one. We're going to move that over just a tad bit, and we're going to make this just a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. And that's pretty much all we're going to do right now, and I'll fix the rest of it later. So I'm going to save that one. Now, this little symbol down here, the half crescent moon right here, this means you are getting rested. Whenever you're in a place that gives you rested, this is going to save up rested XP, and that'll get, was it double or 50%? What is this, James? 50% increase or double? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure.
You get increased XP when you have rested XP. So I will be trying to log out in an area that gives me that little rested bonus right there. And whenever you hear us say, if we get in the rested bonus here, that's what we're talking about. We'll try to get to a place where that's the case. Usually if you're in a main city or near an aether crystal, you're usually, you usually get rested from there. I have tried 3 classes. I think the first one I tried was Aristocrat? No. What was the one me and Mom was? Works?
Hold on, I'm looking.
While he's doing that. This is the Smith. I usually just go talk to him. The symbol...
Arcanist?
What?
Was it Arcanist?
Yes, I believe that's it. This is, he tells you about your little symbol there, so. New adventure status applied. Yeah. Mentors. Yeah. Chat channels. And we don't need to know anything else. But this little symbol on around people, everywhere you see that is new to the game. So, it shows it on their thing, so. That's one thing. We are ready to go. I have to do 2 things close to home. So, and I can't read this. This is so annoying. Hold on a minute. I've got to fix this because I've never had this one spawn right there. But I'm guessing nobody else does the elemental gauge. And I might as well move you up. No, that's too much. That should be good. And then we'll move you down here. Try to keep you away from that thing. And then we'll save it again. Much better, much better. Okay, so. What quest are you on?
I have my guild quest and then close to home, which is report back to Mamundi at the quicksand.
Okay, so you've already attuned yourself and everything, so let me go do that. I don't have my guild quest yet, so I guess I'll have to go do that too. But as part of the close for home quest, it tells you to go to the guild. So, attune yourself to the ether stone. So I think we'll do that first. Let's go to the map and we'll scroll out, and it should be right up here. This thing up here. You can't see it because of the quest markers on it. So we'll go out over here. And if you have a little symbol here, this is called sprint. It's a 60-second recast, which is the cooldown period. So we want to go fast, so we're just going to click this, and it'll make us run just a little bit faster. I think for like 20 seconds or so.
Something like that.
And you'll see these in every single city. Once you come to a city, you want to click on them. And then that attunes you to this one, so you'll attune yourself to it. And then what that lets you do is use your return and teleport. So. And I don't know why this is a cinema. I honestly don't. But it's at cinema, so I'll show you guys it. He tries to con you out of money, basically. He says he's just messing with you.
Welcome to the real world, kids.
And now you've learned return. So now we can come back here anytime. And when you go to new cities, you can set those to your return. Why am I still getting these? So annoying. So, as you're going around the city, I'll bring up the map again. You will have some of these everywhere. So once you come to them, we want to go over here and get both of these. The adventure one to the Adventure Guild and the one over here by the Thaumaturge. And you can teleport around the city for free just using those. But for right now, we don't have those. We're going to unlock them as we go. I just wanted to explain that one to you. If you're out of the city, you can still teleport to them, I believe.
Yes. Where did you go? You're so tiny. It's hard to find you.
I've gone over to the Thaumaturge, if you're talking about me. So before we go in, we're going to go ahead and set... We're going to attune to this one. Aethernet shard.
Keep getting flashbacks to my little incident in Ross's.
There we go. I'm so messed up right now. No. No, this is the wrong one. Character, UI settings. It tagged it. I can't believe it did that. Okay. It re-selected those when I got into the real world, so it didn't save it, I guess, for whatever reason. I think we're going up the stairs. What class did you choose?
I am a pugilist because nothing is funnier than to me than literally being able to look at somebody and be like, box about it then.
Okay, so this is the welcome to the Thaumaturge Guild. You just want to cite your name and everything. Let me know if I'm going too fast, and I will slow down in the other videos, guys. And then she gives you your first initial quest. So we're going to go ahead and select that too. And then hit accept. And usually it's to go kill some stuff. But I have in the pewter list. There's a couple of them that want you to go talk to people around the city or something. So this says talk to Chocobigo. Chocobigo. And then we got to go listen to the guy in the merchant. Have you already done that one too?
I think I'm fully complete on it. I'm just waiting to turn it in.
Okay, so the Chocobigo is the guy in here. I'm so short-legged, it jumped past the stairs. So I was moving too fast. Okay. So I haven't actually done this one. So, whoa, wait. Oh. Ty's teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a Thaumaturge? I can't read these out loud, so I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, some of these are voice acted. I don't know. Worg said that it was because when they first initial done redid the Final Fantasy because they messed up real bad. They couldn't afford to do voice acting, and they just never added it back in. They don't allow
That's the
add-ons and mods
explanation I
either.
was given.
Okay, I haven't the patience, so I'm going to skip through this. I was going to try to read it. Are you prepared to leap into the abyss? A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Magzie. Let us mark your initiation with a trial to test your limits of your aptitude for channeling Thaumaturge. Huge hornets, star maggots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcery might and slay 3 of each of these creatures. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Okay, I got that quest.
Well, come along with me.
And now we have to talk to the merchant dude. This one won't take long.
I don't actually know where the merchant dude is.
He's up north.
Jesus Christ, you move so fast.
Yep. Oh, I can run too. I guess that's one good thing about the small creatures. They're faster. Which is kind of the opposite of Dungeons and Dragons, to be honest with you. Small creatures in Dungeons and Dragons aren't faster. They're slower usually. One thing you will want to do when you come to see these guys here, I don't know if they're going to be here right now, but there'll be a chickaboo looking guy right here, and you'll want to select him. I don't think they're here now. Where is this guy at? Okay, he's in the next area. Yes, I know, but we're going to finish this first. My timer was going off. I'm pretty sure we're at like 40 minutes.
Yeah, probably pretty close.
The funny thing is we're trying to do 3 episodes today, guys, and so we'll see. Me and Worgs both work during the week, and we don't have a lot of time. And then he works all week. I don't work but like the first 2 or 3 days. So, like, the only time we have to record together is Saturdays. Teach you the ways of the market. Very wise for my fee. What? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. Yeah, this is the guy I was thinking. He's a dick. Mr. Smody instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable market in the Sultanate.
While
Being,
you handle all this, I will be right back.
go ahead. Being advantageously situated in relation to other city-states, Oldham's markets have ever served as both literal and figurative centers of Isian commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Volbrand and Aldenard passes through these our ports. Because of this, countless companies and Corsia have chosen Oldham as their base of operations. They see that this market is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anytime a man could ever desire to be purchased here, can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, a venture, a deadlier sword, perhaps, or shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. To the south, you'll find weapon tools and assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out the particular merchant, or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all of the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now off with you. So, not a particular fan of helping people out is the thing. Worgs is not back yet. We're going to go over here and do the Ethernet shard because this is the merchant area, and this is also another good place to attune to. You should just attune to every single one of these when you come to one. It should show up on your map in the city. Yeah, it looks like there's another one down this way. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to come down here and get this one also. And the one over here also. While I wait on Worgs to get back. After I get these two shards, if he's not back yet, I will pause the video. So. Attuning. This is also something you can do. Just go around and get all the different teleports. Gives you more options. There it is. The Miners Guild. There are professions in the game, and they are their own separate jobs. So you can kind of just go and be like a crafter miner in the game and not even do jobs like adventure classes. It's kind of weird. Oh, can we do this one? Elemental gauge indicates whether you are under the influence of astral fire after casting fire spell or umber ice after casting the blizzard spell. While under the influence of astral fire, all fire spells will have increased potency, but require more mana to cast. Under the influence of umber ice, all blizzard spells will have no cost and will recover mana upon striking a target. Furthermore, when maintaining stacks of astral fire and umber ice, the spell of the opposing element can be cast at no cost but will deal reduced damage. You can view the gauge in the description. Yeah, actions. So, I will show you what that means, but it's this little thing right here that was getting in the way of there. I'll need it out here where I can see it anyway, so that's good. Where is that all of them? It looks like there's one more up here. I don't know whether we've had this one yet or not. But we will go see. I don't believe I've gotten this one yet. No. Okay. And that does look like it's all of them, so. And then you are back out to the main. Yeah. Let's head back over to the merchants and we'll wait on Worgs to get back. He's probably in the bathroom. There's an upstairs too. I don't know if there's teleports upstairs. Haven't actually ever went up there but one time. That's part of the quest line. And there is Worgs. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to pause the video and wait on Worgs to get back, and then we will head back over to the merchant. I mean the.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is. Good. I went and got
Yeah.
all of the teleports real quick while we was waiting on you, and I told him how
That's
important
fine.
it was to do that. We're at,
Yeah. Frankie was losing her mind in the other room, so I had to go check on her.
Frankie is my son's daughter. It's the grandbaby you guys hear me talking about all the time. I don't usually use her name in the videos. We're ready to go turn in back to Momodi.
Ooh, we want to do the class quest first.
Do we? Okay, we can do that.
Yes. Because we're gonna have to come back to turn it in, and then we can come pick up her quest, and then go back out there. And do
I
that.
believe one of mine is this way. So is one of yours this way also?
You need star marmots, huge hornets, and snapping shrews, right?
Yes.
Then we need the same thing.
Okay. That's not always the case. Also, the other one that I've tried out is the one that Worgs is currently doing. And then I've also done Hunter. I had to go over to another area, so I had to level. I had to do the. They have a word for it. MSQ. I had to do the MSQ. To unlock the ability to go over to another area just to do Hunter, which I do not do that. Stick with the classes that you have in your starting city, and I never went over that with you guys. When you're making your character, it'll ask you to choose your class, and each class is assigned to a different city. So like there'll be different classes based on which city, and the class that you choose, I'll air quotes job, the job that you choose will determine which city you start in. That's why we got Oldham, because it's Thaumaturge's starting area, if that makes sense. It looks like ours is just north up here. It looks like there's one right there. Now, I don't want to alternate, and I'm going to be using fire over ice, so I'm switching those two, since ice was first.
You know when you get your kills.
I mean, they counted for me anyway, so. Level 2. There's 4 over here. Nope. So when you're using it, when you target somebody, it'll tell you how far you can be away from a target to use it. It'll with an actual number, and it'll show in red if you're not close enough. Yeah, and so like this guy right here, if I back up, when I'm too far away, it turns red. And it also, if I'm not using that one, you can see that that has an X too, which means I'm out of range. The other one, I believe, is on the other side. Do you want to go through the city or go around?
I've got some over here, apparently.
There is plus signs over here. Snapping shrews? Yes, they are up there. And it switched that back to... God dang it. Target. No, it didn't. Let's take off auto and see if that helps. I pressed 2 by accident. Okay, that's better. Yep, I'm done.
Alright. Well, that's not good.
What's wrong?
I'm level 4.
Oh, that's fine. I'm level 3. I'd be level 4. You know, we could probably kill a couple more, but then you'd level up even faster. I'm like 3 and like a third left. So 3 and third. Ugh, I can't talk today. 3 and 2/3 is what I'm at.
This is probably the class that I had the most fun leveling on my main.
Feudalist. Feudalist, if you guys don't know, goes to monk, and then monk goes up. And
Again,
I wanted to try wizard, but I'm not wizard, ninja. But apparently, you got to go through rogue to get the ninja. And rogue is one of those classes that Worgs was talking about, where you have to be level 10 before you can switch over to being a rogue.
dear God, we got to get you that SSD soon, dude.
If you guys don't know, back in the day when I first built my computer, I had a hard drive, like a hard drive, and then my SSD that I had was so low because I got a pre-built done because I was a dummy, and it only had like 125 gigabytes of space, and that was not enough. So recently I've upgraded to a 500 gigabyte SSD, just the little block. But what we're going to do in the future to upgrade me and my wife's computer, which I always explain to you guys anyway, is we're going to get a 2 terabyte SSD. We're going to put that into the M.2 slots, and then we're going to put our games on that specific one. And I'm going to save my hard drive for my video recordings and stuff like that. It should help out with loading times for you guys also. So we want to do the Adventurers Guild first?
I'd turn in your class quest.
Turn in class quest first. Let me look at my map.
9 times out of 10, your class quest will be the most important quest you have.
Okay, so I should have just followed you because I know mine's after yours anyway. Did you get all your ether statues? Or shards?
Me? No, I'll get them eventually.
Before or after you need them and you don't have them?
Shh.
You guys will have to remind me of this in chat when I don't do that, but if it's on cooldown and I'm walking somewhere, if it's off cooldown I'm walking somewhere, I need to press sprint. At least until we unlock mounts, which I believe is level 20, so it's good far ways away. And I'm showing everything right now. When it gets kind of tedious, it's like after the first couple episodes, I'll probably just skip the travel parts. So you guys won't have to watch those. That'll probably be better for me in Worgs recordings. Anyway.
Alright, mine is turned in. I will meet you at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay, I'm turning mine in now. Living creatures. Our next quest is at level 10. So we got items, and this is useful items. This is what I want to see. I don't know why it reset it again, but apparently it's a glitch and it was supposed to be fixed. Once you've gotten a piece of gear, you want to press C. Why isn't C working? Okay, give me a second, guys. Okay, guys, I don't know why C's not working, but it's just sometimes it's not. I think I need a new keyboard, to be honest with you. Anyway, what you want to do first is you want to press this button here, and it will show you recommended. This, you're going to always do this in the game, all right? You're going to always do this, and you just want to click this button, equip, all right? Once you get to late game and you start understanding the game, you're going to want specific stats and not just any upgrade whatsoever. But for right now, any upgrade's better than the one you got. So we're going to hit equip there. Once we do that, we're going to click this button here, and you want to click this plus button here, and that's going to add Thaumaturge. If you change your class or job, you want to add that one in here also. Okay. Once you've done that, when you get a new item, you're going to press this button again. You're going to hit equip, and then you're going to press this button, this right here. It refreshes your saved gear slot, so whatever that is. Now, in Final Fantasy, your class is actually the gear that you have on. So this weapon here is why I'm a Thaumaturge, all right? If I switch to a Pugilist, I'll get some kind of fist weapon to use, and that will be why I change my job. It's all assigned to the gear, has nothing to do with you personally, but your experience with that gear, if that makes sense. We need to be level 5 in order to continue with our class, so we're going to meet Worgs over at the Merchant's Guild. Let me make sure I am actually recording. Yes, I should have probably figured that out before I said all that crap. I will bring you guys back when we're at the Merchant's Guild.
6 hours for the same part.
All right, guys, we're back. Here's Moody, Momodi, however you want to say her name. I might just call her Modi and be done with it.
Actually, I thought her name was Mamandi.
Mamandi? That sounds right. I don't know.
There's no N.
I was saying Momodi. I don't know where the N would come from. Mamadi was what I was saying. Just the way I was pronouncing it, it sounds like I added a letter in there. Okay, so English lesson time. Unless something on the end of there's, I'm trying to think how to explain this one. Words are set up to be pronunciated out, and the different sections of the pronunciation have rules. So a vowel sound is the lowercase vowel sound unless something is added onto it to make it the uppercase. You can't just make an A sound like the capital A sound pronunciation wise without something cueing you into that. So you use the lowercase sound for that pronunciation. That makes sense. So yeah, I know, nerd fest, right?
I don't know, I didn't pay attention in English.
I actually didn't pay attention in English either. I just know that crap. Just why it was one of my best classes. Which is weird because I'm dyslexic. I should be less than. I think I made B's in that class sometimes because when you get further in school, you kind of have to do like novels, like read novels and stuff. And the reading part for a dyslexic person is...
Oh god, did you have to write a senior paper?
Yep, I did. I
So
loved
glad I
it.
lucked out on
I loved it.
So glad I lucked out on that. They were like, you're all gonna have to write a senior paper, and then we were all dealing with the aftermath of COVID, and everybody was like,
I'll explain that one in a second. Let's go ahead and do this quest part first real quick. So this is going to give us another piece of gear. Well, youngling, how are you finding Oldham? Got your bearings right? So, if you may perhaps tell you to venture beyond the walls, grazing streets, Oldham is one thing, but the wilds of Thanelian? That's another altogether. Dispatch yard passes. Okay, so he wants us to go talk to somebody else. I'm guessing it's for gear. I've got the quest for the dispatch yard. So here's the question. We are at...
I would stop here and start the next one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah, we're at an hour and 10 minutes. So, guys, we're going to cut the video here, and we're going to start the next video back here. This game's kind of weird because when I minimize, it when I press the window key, like most games just like close the window down, like minimize it, right? This game doesn't do that. It like takes it out into some kind of like windowed mode. And then when you click anywhere but like the page that you want to switch to, it like just takes you back into the game. It's kind of weird. I've never had a game do that. But anyway, guys, let's see if I can't get a good shot of me and Worgs' characters together. There we go. Scroll in. If you guys like this episode, make sure you smack that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube views, YouTube searches, YouTube algorithm movement for the channel. If you subscribe to my channel and you want to get notifications when I have new videos out, all you got to do is go to my page, hit the subscribe button, set your settings. You can come check out the videos. If you do like this episode and you want to share it with your friends, tell them that you like it, the share tab down below. There's links there to social media sites. There's a link there for you to copy and post on YouTube community page. Any tips, tricks, or comments, put it in the comments down below. You're going to get 3 videos of this, guys. The other 2's probably going to be a lot shorter than this one. And we're probably going to speed through stuff. We're going to try to get it about 20 minutes. I don't know how that's going to work timing it when I'm going to be doing cuts. So the first couple videos is probably going to be uncut videos. And then we'll probably do cut videos after that one. But hopefully you guys enjoy the series. And we'll see you guys later.
Goodbye.